Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Bala Jaya Gopi Jana Bala Yashodananda Yashodananda Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Bala Jaya Gopi Jana Bala Yashodananda Yashodananda Yamuna Tira Vanachari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om 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 Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gita Atiris, Vashidran Great A.C. Vedanta Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. It's chapter 2, sloka number 70. Avinasuta tu vidi yena sarvan idachatam vinasanan avyashasya natkachit kartun arhati. Avinasitu vidi yena sarvan idachatam Vinashan avyasasya nakachit kartum arhati. Please repeat with me. Avinasi. Imperishable. Two. But. That. Vidhi. Know it. Yena. By whom? Sarvan. All of the body. Idam. This. Tatan. Pervaded. Vinasham. Destruction. Avyasasya. Of the imperishable. Asya. Of it. Natkachit. No one. Kartum. To do. Arhati. Is able. Translation. That which pervades the entire body you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. Purport of His Divine Grace A.C. This verse more clearly explains the real nature of the soul, which is spread all over the body. Anyone can understand what is spread all over the body. It is consciousness. Everyone is conscious of the pain and pleasure of the body, in part or as a whole. This spreading of consciousness is limited within one's own body. the pains and pleasure of one body are unknown to the others. Therefore, each and every body is the embodiment of an individual soul, and the symptom of the soul's presence is perceived as individual consciousness. This soul is described as 1 or 10,000 part of the upper portion of the hair point in size. Balagra satta bokasya satta lakalpitasya cha bhavo shiva savineya sachantaya kalpate. When the upper point of the hair is divided into 100 parts, and each of such part is further divided into 100 parts, each such part is the measurement of the dimension of the spiritual soul. Similarly, the same version is stated. Keshagra satta bhagyasa satan shastra drisadmaka shiva shukma swarapoyam sankayati tohi chikana. There are innumerable particles of spiritual atoms which are measured as 1/10,000 of the upper portion of the hair. Therefore, the individual particle of a spiritual soul is a spiritual atom smaller than the material atom, and such atoms are innumerable. This very small spiritual part is the basic principle of the material body, and the influence of such as a spiritual spark is spread all over the body as the influence of the active principle of some medicine spread throughout the body. This current of the spirit soul is felt all over the body as consciousness, and that is the proof of the presence of the soul. Any layman can understand that the material body minus consciousness is a dead body, and this consciousness cannot be revived in the body by any means of material administration. Therefore, consciousness is not due to any amount of material combination, but to the spirit soul. In the Mandaka Upanishad 3.1.9, the measurement of the atomic spirit soul is further explained. Vishonur Admata Chetasha Vidyatavyo Shatmin Prana Panchada Sambhishesha Pranastit Chitam Savanotam Prashanam Yadmin Vishude Vivayati Esha Alma. The soul is atomic in size and can be perceived by perfect intelligence. This atomic soul is floating in the 5 kinds of air: prana, apana, dhyana, samana, and udana. Is situated within the heart and spread its influence all over the body and the avoided living entities. When the soul is purified by the contamination of the 5 kinds of material air, the spiritual influence is exhibited. The Hatha Yoga system, it means that for controlling the 5 kinds of air, encircling the pure soul by different kinds of sitting postures, not for any material profit, but for liberation of the mean soul from the entanglement of the material atmosphere. So the constitution of the atomic soul is admitted in all Vedic literature, and it is also actually felt in a practical experience of any sane man. Only the insane man can think of this atomic soul as all-pervading Vishnu Tattva. The influence of the atomic soul can be spread all over the particular body. According to the Mandaka Upanishad, this atomic soul is situated in the heart of every living entity. And because the measurement of the atomic soul is beyond the power of appreciation of material scientists, some of them assert foolishly that there is not soul. The individual atomic soul is definitely there in the heart, along with the super soul, and thus all the energies of the body movement are emanating from this part of the body. The corpuscles, I'm sorry for my English, which carry the oxygen from the lungs, gather energy from the soul. When the soul passes away from this position, the activity of the blood generating fusion ceases. Medical science accepts the importance of the red blood, but it cannot ascertain that the source of the energy is the soul. Medical science, however, doesn't admit that the heart is the seat of all energy of the body. Such atomic particles of the spirit whole are compared to the sunshine molecules. In the sunshine there are innumerable radiant molecules. Similarly, the fragmental parts of the Supreme Lord are atomic parts of the rays of the Supreme Lord, called by the name Prabhu, or superior energy. So whether one follows Vedic knowledge or modern science, one cannot deny the existence of the spirit soul in the body. And the science of the soul is explicitly described in the Bhagavad Gita by the personality of God Himself. Okay, before I start the class, Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Hare Krishna!
Krishna Krishna!
Krishna Krishna!
Hare Hare!
Hare Hare!
Hare Rama!
Hare Rama!
Hare Rama!
Hare Rama!
Rama Rama!
Rama Rama!
Hare Hare!
Hare Hare!
This is a very nice sloka from Srila Prabhupada, explain different points of this basic knowledge. Okay? And it is not more, a topic talking about the existence of the soul. Okay, it's already proved by science. It's already proved by scientific knowledge. So we won't talk about much of that. About it we have or not. But the first teaching of yoga is that this body is a vehicle. Okay, we are not the body. Okay, I am not black, I am not tall, I am not women, I am not the men. Okay, I am not pretty, I am not ugly. Those are just body identifications. Okay, body identifications, material identification. These material identifications is the things that make us, stay apart from each other. Okay, I am Jewish, I am German, I am Bengali, I am Bangladeshi, I am Argentinian, I am American. All those are, designations, material designations. Okay, it doesn't have anything to do with us. Okay, and that's what makes those material designations is what make to keep people apart, to create wars, antagonism. So, and these are basic, these material identification are basically the cause, of this disturbance, this suffering. I am not this body. I am not this arm. I am not my thinking, I am not this, I am not that. But where is this I, okay? Where is this I? I was here, when I was a little kid. I was here when I was 17 years old, and I thought I was Superman. I was here, when my kids were born. I was here now, and I'm going to be here, when I am 80 years old. But where is this I, okay? Well, what is this I that is watching all these changes in my life? Okay. What is that? I changed, the body changed in 7 years, okay? We changed all these cells in our body. So each 7 years, we have a new body. But still I have this sense, of identity. I have this sense of identity, okay? But what is that? What is that I situated? What is this I? Okay? This I is called Satchit Ananda. This spiritual soul is called Satchit Ananda. such, we are eternal. Okay, chief, we are full of knowledge. In Nanda, we are full of blessings. So that's the nature, the spiritual soul. But because, we are contaminated from this material nature, but we put limitation to this spiritual soul. Okay? We are so attached to these temporary things. Okay? Like our body, our wife, our husband, our kids. And that's the reason, because we develop this identification as human beings. For that kind of limitation we put on ourselves. You see, but while we are here, what we're doing here, we don't have anything to do with this material nature. Nothing to do with it. Why we are here. So many times, we why, what way, we were with Krishna, what happened, The reason for that is there is far away in the spiritual sky, there is a planet called Goloka. In this planet Goloka, there is a place called Vrindavan. In Vrindavan, Lord Krishna, along with all his associates, and his intimate associates, they are living over there. Outside this planet, there is the spiritual sky. In the spiritual sky, there are billions of planets, Vaikuntha planets. Okay? Billions of Vaikuntha planets. In those Vaikuntha planets, Lord Krishna is worshipped as Lord Narayana or Lord Vishnu. Okay? In those Vaikuntha planets, Vaikuntha means the place where there is no suffering. These Vaikuntha planets, the palaces are made of marble we never saw before. They are made of walls. With encrusted, with precious stones, diamond, emeralds. There are oceans of milk, oceans of honey. The garden smells so good, that we can even, we never smelled something like that before. And living entities are worshipping Lord Narayana in the form of 4 arms. Okay? But there is one point, and they don't want us be served anymore, like us. We don't want to be served. Okay? We want to be served. And that's the reason, the main reason, because we are here in this material nature, because we want to be served. We don't want to serve Krishna anymore. That's the cause of our suffering. But while we are here, okay, the reason because we are here in this material world is just a manifestation of love of Lord Krishna, okay? Because all this creation, okay, all this existence is about love. It's not about money, it's not about prestige, it's about love. So Krishna giving us, Krishna can kill us like that, Immediately, we want to be served. Krishna can just delete us from the world, no more. But still, because he loved us so much, he wants us, to come back to him. Okay? Because Krishna never forget us. We forgot Krishna. Krishna explained that. We have so many, he told Arjuna, we have so many, borns, okay? So many. I remember all, but you don't remember all. So there is a little nice story about, one day Krishna was playing with the friends in Vrindavan, okay? In the forest of Vrindavan. And suddenly he runs away. So fast, Krishna have the quality to be in one place, instantly, okay? He doesn't need to run, he just move from one place to another. So then he ran to the middle of the field. And he was standing up right there. Something, this devotee, Gopal, just pop into the material, into the spiritual world, okay? And Krishna greet him. Okay, he said, oh, my dear Gopal, welcome back. So Gopal was kind of confused and asked Krishna, oh, do you remember me? And Krishna said, yes, I always remember you. You didn't remember me. So that's the nature of Krishna, okay? He always remembers us and gives us the opportunity to come back to him. That's the reason because we are here in this material world. That's the reason because Lord Brahmichi, when he created this universe, one of the elements he put was Sanatana Dharma, the original tradition, okay, to give us the opportunity to come back to Krishna. So this form of human life, is very, very auspicious, and we are wasting it. Okay, we are wasting this opportunity. Some people think, maybe, it's not in this life, maybe it's in another life, maybe it's in the next life. But who can assure us, that we are going to be human beings? Maybe, by karma, we are human beings each 100,000 lives. So we have to take opportunity of this human life right now. But, because this Satchitananda, okay, the spiritual soul, is so attached to temporary things, okay, like body, wife, family, you see? And so those superficial things, and we are attached to temporary things, that we are looking for happiness all the time, because this look for happiness is natural in the spiritual soul, in the living entity. Because that's what we reject, on the spiritual sky. We reject that, but still we are looking for that. And then we look for that in everything, we are looking for that, looking happiness. Even us, okay? That good example is like, many of us are going to remember like 30, 40 years ago, when we become devotees, we just run to the kirtan, we have to get the kirtan, we're going to miss the kirtan, Say halava, halava, prashalam, prashalam, you have to be in the temple, you have to be prashalam. But look what happened with us, after 30 years, when we're supposed to be better, we are worse. And I don't want halava, kirtan, I can go to another kirtan. You see, that's what material energy that was, okay? Just pervert this sense of gratification, because our gratification is material, it's temporary. Okay, and we stand up in front of the mirror, and say, we come ourselves, that is nice, it looks very nice, my tirad is perfect, my wife is so beautiful, And the wife said, oh, my husband had this strong voice, he's so attractive. So we spend time in that kind of superficies, okay, and we start forgetting Krishna. When we're supposed to do more now, we are getting more. We're supposed to do more service, eat more halava, go to more kirtans, preach. But because we are looking this happiness, okay, temporary happiness. Okay. We shall start, this become an old story. Go to the kirtan. I don't like the way we singing, I don't like, kirtan too much time, I have something to do. Because this is the nature of this material world. And we are looking continuously for happiness. Okay? And the main problem is not that we are looking for happiness outside ourselves. We think happiness is outside. And when we change, we have these, people, work so hard to get a new car. Okay, so hard to get a new car. Okay, that's going to be because they think that it's going to be happiness. So they get the car. And for a few weeks, he's happy. But after, 6, 7 months, I don't want to see the car. Doesn't work, I want a new car. We always are looking this happiness, everywhere. We never satisfied. Why we are never satisfied? Because we are in the wrong place. But there is an eternal happiness. Okay? There is an eternal happiness. When we left the Vaikuntha planets, okay, and we came here to this material world, we turned, prema, pure love from Krishna into lust. Okay? We want to join. We want people to serve. That's the reason because we serve other people. We serve our wife because we are expecting this retribution. But when our wife becomes old, and ugly, we don't want her anymore. That love is gone. Okay, the same with the little kids. When the little kids, we go, oh, my little kids, After 6 months, said, get the kid out of the room. I can't sleep. That's love. That's this material love. But Krishna consciousness can again turn this lust into prema. And that's what Srila Prabhupada brought to us, that key. Okay? The key. He's giving us the key to come back to the material, to the spiritual sky. Okay? And that key is the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna! Hare Krishna! Krishna Krishna! Hare Hare! Hare Rama! Hare Rama! Rama Rama! Hare Hare! Did you feel good? Okay, and so we have to trust, in Srila Prabhupada. We have to trust in Lord Krishna. Because this Bhagavad Gita, Srila Prabhupada, he used to listen to his, when he finished a lesson, he used to go to his quarter and listen to his recording. Okay? Because sometimes he's reading his book. So some devotees were curious about it. And I asked Srila Prabhupada, I said, why Srila Prabhupada you listen to your classes? And Srila Prabhupada said, because I didn't speak the class, Krishna did. Because I didn't write the book, Krishna did. That's the reason, because I read the books. So this knowledge comes straight from Krishna. Okay? So we have to trust Krishna. Okay? We have to trust. Every sloka that is right here is a teaching, okay? It's a statement. And this came from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It doesn't come from any, writer or some speculative, person. They come straight from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Okay. So Krishna, he said, Daivihi Eshavunamai. Daivihi is the divine. He is my divine energy. Eshavunamai is composed for the three mood of nature, okay, and more. There are more elements, in this creation, okay. Even elements that we don't have any idea that they exist, okay. And they say, Daivihi Eshavunamai, okay, Mamam Maya Durataya. He said that there is no way that we can leave this material world. No way. We are trapped. This is the jail. We have to live right here. No way that material meanings, we are going to cross this ocean, suffering. But also said in the second part of this sloka, he said, Man evanje, man, ami, evanje, all those, prapadyanti, surrender. The people who surrender to me. Surrender is a bad word in the material world, okay? Surrender. Now, I won't surrender to anybody. Because it's something bad, okay? But what is bad right here is good in the spiritual world. So actually, surrender means love me, All those people who love me, okay? So they are going to cross this material existence like that, easily, okay? Also, he says, Sarvadharman parijaya, okay? Just surrender, don't do any more your activity, just surrender to me, love me, okay? Say, I will protect you. Don't, Masucha. He said, no, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So if we really, really have faith in Krishna, and we really, really trust Krishna, okay, we will do it. Because our senses, are so strong. Still, even we said, oh yeah, I know it. But how? You said that I have to surrender to Krishna. Okay? And I have to love Krishna. And I have to give away everything. What is wrong? You don't have to give away everything, You can use everything you have in the service of Krishna. So he said that, okay, Masuchaha. Don't be afraid. I want to protect you. So we have to trust him. We have to trust what Krishna said, okay? That's very important. So there was this little mouse, okay? He was this size. he was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. Okay, he lived with another mouse in a little village in the mountain. Okay, so this little mouse, the name was Bhakta Musika. So Bhakta Musika, what he did is, okay, and he used to wake up every morning. Okay, he used to wake up every morning and start chanting Hare Krishna and doing puja to Krishna. Okay, so the other mice say, "Hey, Bhakta Musika, shut up! We want to sleep." And Bhakta Musika say, "No. You have to wake up and chant Hare Krishna, and Krishna is going to protect us." And they say, "Oh, go away, you know." So Bhakta Musika, he never pay attention to that. He always wake up in the morning, he always do his pujas, he always was a great devotee of Lord Krishna. So one day, the mice in the village start running out of grains, and the winter was coming. So they get a gathering and say, "Well, how are we going to? We have to go and get some grains, you know." And then they say, "What are we going to do?" The main problem they have, you know, the grain was on the other side of the field. And in that field there was a lion. And this lion used to eat every mouse that trying to cross that field. So they were shaking, say, "We are going to die anyway, you know, winter is coming, we don't have any grains, okay, what are we going to do?" And Bhakta Musika said, "Okay, I have the solution. We can get all together and cross the field chanting Hare Krishna." Everybody was laughing. They said, "No way, the lion is going to eat us." Okay? Bhakta Musika said, "No. If we go and chant Hare Krishna, we just trust in Krishna, Krishna is going to protect us." So the other man said, "No way, you know." So Bhakta Musika said, "Okay, if you don't want to go, I go." Okay? So the next morning, Bhakta Musika get all the sacks to get the grains, you know, and just start his journey to get this grain for everybody. And everybody say, "Oh, poor Bhakta Musika, you know, this Musika is the last time we are going to see him, you know." So instead to say bye, they were giving the farewell. Okay, "Bye, Bhakta Musika, you know, nice to meet you." So Bhakta Musika, he didn't have any doubt about Krishna. So he, you know, start his journey. And I get down off the mountains, you know, start getting into the field, the big field. And from nowhere, you know, just out of the blue, the lion was in front of him. And the lion looked at Bhakta Musika and said, "Look what we have right here, my snack." So without Bhakta Musika, you know, notice, you know, he was just in the claw of the lion. And the lion looked at him and said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, look at that. You know, you are my snack." And Bhakta Musika said, my dear lion, please, you know, I have to go to the other side of the field and get some grain from my friends, because we don't have nothing to eat. So if you let me go, I will appreciate that, and Krishna is going to help you, and I'm going to help you sometimes." So the lion was laughing, saying, "Oh, I never saw a mouse so crazy like you. You know, you are this close to be eaten, okay? And you're asking me to let you go. And you are telling me the big you know, personality, you know, the big personality in this field, the king of the field, you know, that I have to let you go. And that you are going to help me in the future." He said, "Okay, I'm going to let you go because you are so crazy, that you don't even qualify to be my snack." So he let Bhakta Musika go. So Bhakta Musika went, you know, get the grains, and was coming back to the village, you know, with the other ones. When the other mouse saw him, they were so happy. You know, say, "Oh, Bhakta Musika came back, you know, Bhakta Musika came back, how you did it?" So Bhakta Musika told the story. You know, so few believe, but the rest say, "Oh, it's a lie. You know, it's not true. You know, can be real." Okay. So the time passes by, and one day the lion get into a trap. Okay, and he trying to get out from the trap, and he couldn't get out from the trap. So he tried all the ways, you know, to get out from the trap, and he couldn't. So he was so, you know, angry that he just, you know, You know, you can hear for miles. Bhakta Mujika, listen to that. I say, oh, the lion is in trouble. I have to go and help him. The other might say, no, don't go, no, he's going to eat you. He said, no, if I chant Hare Krishna, Krishna is going to protect me. So Bhakta Mujika left. When he met the lion was hanging out, okay, in the trap. So Bhakta Mujika get into up in the tree. And we, he had really sharp teeth and cut the rope. And so the lion fell into the ground and got free. The lion was so grateful with Bhakta Mujika. So grateful, okay? That he put Bhakta Mujika on top of his head, okay? And took Bhakta Mujika to the village when he left, okay? When the other mice saw the lion coming, they were so scared, everybody ran to his house, okay? They were hidden. And Bhakta Mujika was sitting at the top of the lion chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, in that way, what is the lesson of this? Okay? The lesson of this is that we have to trust in Krishna. Even in the worst situation, we have to trust in Krishna. Because Krishna said, just surrender to me. Surrender to me. Don't be afraid, I'm going to protect you. And that's what you all have to do, okay? Just surrender to Krishna, trust in Krishna, and Krishna is going to protect us, without any doubt, okay? So, this is what Krishna consciousness can do, okay? Krishna consciousness can turn our lust into prema. So it's very important, okay, read the Prabhupada books, follow his instruction, chant Hare Krishna, follow the principles. Okay, and everything we have, we don't have to give it back, we don't have to give it away to Krishna. We can use it in Krishna's service, and that's the perfection. Any question? Any comment? Please, I encourage everybody, to make questions, because that's in the way that we are going to learn, okay?
I have a question.
Yeah.
So, with this lesson that Musika learned and that we're supposed to learn, can you give one example of how, when you had faith in Krishna, that your life, that then there was a happy ending? Can you give something from your own personal life that where you followed, you had faith in Krishna and then you had some fear, but then when you had faith in Krishna, then you went the distance, and then you were successful. Just give an example.
Well, I have personal, realizations about that, okay? That is very hard to explain because I have to see it and get the whole situation, okay? But the reason because we are in this material nature, okay, is because we have to suffer, okay? Never we are going to get into the perfect situation that we are full happy, okay? This happiness, how Prabhupada says, completely temporary, okay? Doesn't last forever. So the point in this, is that we have to trust in Krishna. Doesn't matter what is the result, okay? We have to go and ask Krishna, establish a relationship with Krishna. If Krishna, give us or doesn't give us, what we want, is not important. What is important is establish that relationship with Lord Krishna. Okay? Because sometimes, we have to go to different tests, okay? Continuously. We go test by test by test. And this is have a reason for that. Krishna is seeing how sincere we are, okay? And sometimes he doesn't give us, what we want, because he wants to see, okay, how sincere we are. There are people, you can hear, many times people saying, oh, I pray so much to Krishna, and I pray so much to God, and nothing happened. So why it have to happen? You think it's so cheap, you can go in front of the deity and say, hey, please help me, and Krishna have to help you. You really think that? No. And we have the power, you think we go in front of Krishna and say, oh, Krishna help me. And because Krishna doesn't help us, we get upset. But why Krishna have to help us? Why? There are, I don't know in your case, but there are many cases, that Krishna pleases you, because Krishna pleases you because you want to be pleased, okay? That's the only reason. Sometimes, he doesn't please you, just to check, You know with Srila Charita, sometimes you ask things, and he don't even respond that. That's mercy. That's mercy too. Mercy doesn't mean you have to be nice, okay? It's mercy. And we have to learn from that, okay? We have to work out, see ourselves, if we deserve that. We don't deserve it. But we don't have to be concerned about, if we get it or we don't get it. We have to be concerned about establishing this relationship with Krishna. Krishna said, in the way you relate to me, I'm going to reciprocate. Then according how you love me, I'm going to love you. So we have to do things for Krishna. And know what Krishna can do for us, what we can do for Krishna. So we have to do without any expectation. We have to work for Krishna without any expectation. That's pure love, okay? Because immediately we have expectation, that's why that karmakanda. We are doing something as we are expecting reciprocation. And Krishna doesn't need that. Krishna owns everything. 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 You can go, with a planet made of gold, doesn't matter. Because it belongs to him. So actually you are a thief. Prabhupada said you are a thief. You are stealing from Krishna and you give it to Krishna. You are a thief. Okay? But Krishna, Krishna is really, 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 confused about love. Okay? He doesn't understand how my own energy, he doesn't need anything, He needs to be satisfied. He's expanding himself, in his internal bodies, as Radha, Radharani, Radhika. Okay? And he's so assured, how come, I have everything, I am the owner of everything. Okay? And everything, belongs to me. How can I be so attracted to this love from Radha? Okay. There is a nice story, one time, the gopis, they were playing on the Radha Kunda, and Krishna went over there and stole all the saris, and all the clothes, and ran away. So the gopis ran behind Krishna, okay, into the forest. And Krishna get into, above a branch, okay, when the path, split, in 2-3 ways. And he took Narayan for arms form. And then one, Lalita, all the gopis, went over there and said, oh Lord Narayan, please, have you seen this Vasco, Krishna, he stole all our, clothes and ran away. And Krishna in the form of Narayan said, okay, he went in that way. So, gopis ran away looking for Krishna. But when Srimati Radharani showed up, he was so light, for her love, saying, oh my dear Krishna. And Krishna just smiled, okay? And he couldn't maintain, his form of Narayan and become Krishna. And they laughed at that. So that's what we have to do. We have to develop this love for Krishna, for everything. And we see that nature, okay, we understand that. That's what means equality. We are going to be equal, to plants. When we see Krishna everything, that's equality. We are going to see, we are going to consider ourselves, equal to plants, to animals. That's the power of love. And then, when you see Krishna everything, and everything, that's the perfection. So we don't have to ask Krishna. We have to love Krishna. That's a matter, when we go through all this, hard time or whatever. No, just do it, because we never are going to get away from that suffering. Never. Because our body is made of Maya, or the elements in Maya, and we always are going to be affected by Maya to the last moment, okay? We can never get away from that suffering. Never. To the last moment, okay, we are going to be affected, by Maya. It's not like we become, Krishna consciousness and then we don't suffer anymore. No, we are going to keep suffering to the last moment.
Does it matter what we do? Does it matter what we do to establish this relationship with Krishna?
Well, there are rules and regulations, okay? It's not like we can speculate about, I do this. You have to follow certain, guides, okay? And Srila Prabhupada gave to all of us, those guides. So we have to follow that. We have to chant rounds, we have to follow principles, we have to eat prashadam, we have to do some activity because love, you show love, by activities, not by words, okay? You have to do something for Krishna, okay? And in that way, slowly, Krishna is going to be manifested. But you don't have to be, you have to do it, okay? That's the point. You have to do it. We are going to suffer, it's just a hard path, we have to go through. But eventually, Krishna starts to reveal us. And everything, supposedly, it's going to become more easy for us. But it's not that we can establish our own routine, our own sadhana, okay? We have to follow. Because this is like a manual, okay, for this material nature. So we have to follow that, okay? That answer the question? Are you going?
Well, I was going to say quickly that, we have this idea, even from when we're children, that the fairy tales, and they all lived happily ever after. But the fact is that that's not what this place is for. This material world is a place for purification, for having the opportunity to become purified enough so that we can go back to Krishna and join him in our eternal loving relationship. So that's really not possible. Although we're always trying to fix it and adjust it
because
and make it so that it's okay.
Listen, this is not the easy, it's not an easy path, okay? It's the harder one. Okay? But we never have to lose faith in Krishna. We have to do it, even if Krishna, just knock it down every day, okay? We have to stand up and keep doing it, right? Because this is a test. We have to go through. Even Srimati Radharani, sometimes she takes the form of Yoga Maya. She has to protect Krishna, okay? Because she doesn't want anybody, any cheater by Krishna. So they put obstacles. The more you advance, the more obstacles you have. So we have to go up through that, that's part of the process.
It's not true that we're suffering and it's without cause. We're undergoing this process of purification for a reason. And you can see how Krishna reciprocates with the devotees.
We don't have to speculate about that, we don't have to try to understand, we have to follow what Prabhupada said, and that's it. We start to speculate why this happened, or what is going to happen, or why we are not here, that's just distractions, okay? We have to do what we have to do. And suffering, we are going to suffer. Always. There is no way to stop the suffering. There is no way. So we have to just engage, in devotional service, in bhakti yoga, that's what we have to do. Without trying to understand, okay, why. Without trying to comprehend. We don't have to add things, okay. Everything is right here, in Prabhupada's book. And Prabhupada assured everybody, if you follow, my instruction, you are going to come back to Krishna. So that's the only thing we have to see, The other thing is going to happen, even if somebody says, I'm going to move to another temple, I'm going to go there, I'm going to go there. No, that doesn't stop anything. The only thing that stops is to follow Prabhupada's instruction, and practice bhakti yoga and develop, prema, pure love for Krishna. So whatever we're trying to do, it won't work. Okay? The only thing that's going to work is just to advance in this Krishna consciousness. It's the only way. There is not the other way. No way. Any other question? Not about this, just any question, Sometimes people, they want to make question because they think it's a full question, but every question is important, So that's the way we learn, making questions. Any comment? Any complaint?
I have a comment. You mentioned that we are Satchit Ananda,
Yeah,
eternal blissful knowledge,
yeah.
with form, Vigraha.
I don't know.
There are 4 parts. Satchit Ananda Vigraha.
Yeah. What is Vigraha?
Vigraha is form.
Yeah.
Without form we can't serve Krishna. Satchit Ananda by themselves is
What I'm talking
impersonal.
about the qualities of the living.
Yes.
Just, we are full of blessings, we are eternal, we are full of blessings and full of intelligence or knowledge. That's the real nature, okay? But because we are so attached to these, things, we think that we know the body, okay? People, I know my body. We don't know anything about it. Anything about our body. Not even the doctor. We have 37 trillion living entities in our body. 37 trillions. And each one of those cells, go through all the cycles, from born to death. They born, they grow up, and they die. 37. We have, bacteria in our body, 10 to the 15 exponent. You know how many bacteria we have? And each one of those is a living entity. We don't have any idea. We are completely blind. Completely blind. Okay? All this image we see happening right here in the back of our head. We don't see it through our eyes. We are everything. This image, is just broadcasting right here in the back of our head. And people don't know that. We have living, a small living, mind living in our eyes. Right here, that all these toxins and that. And because they don't have, digesting system, they eat until they blow. And that is our, mucus in our eyes. People, they don't know that. They think they do very big. They have a bunch of mites, there, full of toxins. We don't know how is the process of thinking, we don't know anything about our life. It's just an illusion, you see. We make, the human being have 4 defects, We lie, everybody lies, The world lies to ourselves, we cheat everybody, we cheat ourselves, okay? And then we're trying to cheat everybody, anymore. We commit mistakes, and we believe, something that is not true, something is not a fact, as a fact. That's a illusion, that is mind. So we, for the lack of knowledge, we believe we are this body. But we are lucky. We are lucky to live in a time Srila Prabhupada was here. We are lucky to live in a time that great personalities were living right here. In 200 years, people are gonna talk about this time, when Srila Prabhupada was here. So we are lucky, we are in the beginning of this, we are enjoying this. In 10,000 years, this is gonna be gone. In 100,000 years, you think there's gonna be Jewish people, or Christian people, or Hindu people? No. But still, we are gonna be there. The soul is gonna be there. Sanatana Dharma is gonna be there. So we don't have to be concerned really about, all this. We have to be concerned how we can progress, in this spiritual life. And suffering always gonna be suffering. Always. There's no way to stop it. Money won't stop it. Money will help you, okay? But it won't stop the suffering. No way. You can have a better death, okay? But it won't stop any death. Well, no more question. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
Thank you for a very nice class.
Thank you very much.